absence of relief. Those olives taken away at the restaurant I was attempting to eat at in spite of anxiety, nausea, are suddenly desirable. That bread, that hummus, except not have need train a morning. They keep walking in, but I'm going to. I'm going to rest here. They keep walking. The human density is the same all across these sands. I'll catch up with them at the end. Surely not too much further. Some child's trying to escape. Mummy knows it's cold. Daddy's gonna get him dressed and dried in a Mickey Mouse something. My bum feels torn again. I better catch up with them now. To only just fit the slot is a thing I can easily achieve promptless. Fluctuating hormone levels in my blood. Each test reminds me of the passing physicality in which my figurative progress imagines I am on some internship. Having just started to work on this, my siblings offer to play cards with me. I have been complaining recently that we seem completely apart in our unintentional togetherness. Those paddleboarders will not long be standing. I've got not therapy christened. We've gone off strawberry juice and burdened with overdue notices. Thus we'll need to keep it possessed evermore. I've just bitten into sandy orange peel. Hungry again in spite of not fancying that second portion of chips with a spring roll. I scran Chinese with the other one, trodden on top of a strawberry, my favourite. Collection of French fairy tales was sopping too. At least the laminated nature of the CBT book protected it slightly. Kitchen gatekeepers in front of me. I don't know what I could possibly be craving. Crisps? They belong to that box in the cupboard above. I think I know what I want. It's Linda McCartney bites stuffed with soya strips. Someone skinny waddled like a robot to swim in boxes. They paste sections of sea on their skin. Dip. Might our basic state be positive? Traces of today remain on plates purchased last night. We stack them in the pale pink shower suite belonging to my chic chum. The one picked from because you're unique by a creature who is dependent, vulnerable and frightened of change. The baby may basically be content, but responds with concern to new experiences. The mouse realises they've no power, relies on alertness and speed to survive. The lion is aware of their power, radiates this knowledge so that other species respect their attitude. The mouse is not in control. These still living use tissues, wearing others' mascara. The longer depression lasts, the less straightforward the escape route, the less marked with signs habituated to, trapped, shift self, focus on something external, cold water trickling until the tap becomes a hurricane. Her howl will roll its own, and she will call it a standstill. Again, the day begins, only no one wants its sanity or its binding clarity. Daylight is not what we came all this way for. A pinch of salt, a drop of schnapps in our cup of tears, the ticket to the life to come, a short life of long nights and absent doors and a little mercy in the tea. Assez simple is the French for difficult, to find, to catch, to achieve. By our 27th, I hope I'll have it figured out. Perhaps you can help. You recommend to me that I stop breaking the lines. Sorry I got ratty about you asking me to ask someone else. Mum will have to manage without us. Getting older has never felt so restrictive. I was sad when I turned 11, all right about 17. I just drove mini journeys of this aimless, major trip. I didn't know of a goal for when it became legal for me to do so unsupervised, but I couldn't wait a lesson longer. Don't try to find a purpose. You'll be sorely disappointed. It's just a ride, and I've been told to use my instinct more to find my way to this point, completely unknown. But apparently it's only unknown to me because I let Mum make my decisions autant que possible. I am not autonomously autonomous, but guess this would not be the case if someone else made me. Earlier today, a stranger got my attention to check I could swim. That was when they thought I was a child. My stroke is rather ungraceful and I am super short. I wonder what age they imagined me to be. 5? Were they thinking of Milne's account of this age, barely alive? Imagine no mornings, evenings, afternoons, just days absent of need or desire to eat or drink. Oh, all the small things don't do currently that I could suddenly. All the small things that I currently don't do. But none come to mind as prominent as they beg to my daily soul. Assez simple is the French for difficult to find, to catch, to achieve. Apparently we don't remember what we haven't achieved. Not unless something major occurred. Quelque chose comme sunstroke, not just heat exhaustion. The latter warrants continual squeezing of the fairy liquid body. Sinon, there is no excuse for not filling every available route with points. A bus ride can never be just that. You must decide whether to speak as soon as someone sits next to you. You are horrid Henry. Your brothers come to see what you'll do. If you feel travel sick, write about it. Don't be an imperfect perfectionist. If you have bumped into a chum who asks what you've been up to, il faut request a specific time frame and tell them every detail. Don't forget to ask for theirs, still ensuring you keep to your daily schedule, but giving them no indication that you are in a rush. Wrapping up your delivery the moment